Hello, everyone. Hello, mate.
Hello.
How you
You all right?
doing?
I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. How are you?
I'm good, mate. I'm delighted we've gone with matching glasses.
Ah, yes. Well, I'm just trying to. I'm either trying to wait till my hair grows sufficiently or yours falls out
Mate,
sufficiently
it's
so we
not.
can truly match.
Sadly, mate, it's not. It's not going to be long until we. I know we'll have to think of a different name for the podcast. Anyway, hope you're well, buddy. So we are going to crack on. Hello, everybody. I hope wherever you are, you are all on fine form. Paul and Tim back here talking about stuff. And this week, today, Tim, we're going to go back to the 80s and talk about smart objectives. I'm sure most people have heard about these, but what's your take on this then?
Well, obviously, I've been in marketing some time, not into the 80s, but smart goals was one of the very first things I learned or was banded around, and it's still going now. It's a feasible network, right? If you do CIM or any theory of marketing training, you will be taught smart goals because it's a decent framework. But I have an issue with it, right? That I've been using.
Surely not.
And it goes like this. If you're not aware of SMART goals, right, it means specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely, right? And my gripe is, if you can't do achievable, realistic things in your business anyway, without this little framework, then what the flippy flop are you doing? Like I've been using these. I did a workshop, an online webinar, right? And I put the new version of SMART goals where I've swapped out achievable and realistic with ambitious and relevant, like to get a bit of
Nice.
and a bit of lump and a bit of life into it, right? And somebody went, "Oh, that's not the right use of SMART. It's actually this." And I was like, "Yeah, but that's boring." And I answered it in real life, going, "If who wants to have a target of something achievable? Jesus Christ, you may as well just go and read a book or something." You want to be pushed by your goals, right? You want to be pushed by your targets. So I swapped it out with ambitious and relevant. And that's the end of my rant.
Good. Well, I hope you feel better. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's a kind of a something and a nothing, isn't it? At some level, because you think, well, okay, look, it's a guiding thing, it's a guiding principle. Kind of follow it. But again, it is back into that thing that people are not. They're not thinking enough. I mean, again, you and I say this kind of 1,000 times. That, they're not thinking enough. They're not pushing enough. And I think, particularly with kind of where we are now, there has to be something better than just the norm. There has to be something better than it. And I would much rather people use kind of the old school of smart than kind of nothing at all, than sort of sit there doing absolutely nothing. But I think you're dead right. I think there has to be. There has to be a push on this. There has to be, particularly at the moment, because there is so much noise, because there is so much stuff. If the stuff that you're only trying to do is achievable, well, anyone can do that. Obviously, anyone can do. The technology as is over the last 10x years, whatever it is, it has leveled the playing field and allowed everybody to do normal stuff. But that now means that all this stuff kind of disappears. And, we will see this a lot over the next kind of coming months that, normal, ill thought through, kind of average achievable stuff it's just going to disappear. And this isn't about everybody having to do like insane crazy stuff, but if there is no thought to, and they say no ambition to kind of push this to do something different, you are just going to disappear into this ever increasing chunk of noise.
That's it. And I would say we are champions of back to basics marketing, right? Doing stuff, which smart goals are, right? They're a basic foundational bit of marketing stuff. And I'm not saying they're outdated, but you need to push yourself with goals, right? And have a good plan of how you're going to achieve it. And it should be challenging. It just should be challenging, because then the work you do will be better, right? And you will stand out more and it will be better. It's just a better way of doing it, with a bit of ambition and a bit of drive and a bit of positivity and oomph behind it.
Yeah. And I think, mate, I think you're dead right. And I think, without that, as we said, you're just going to disappear into the noise. It isn't. It's difficult. It's not, it's not always about kind of doing something kind of different, but it is about having that thought behind it to create something that the right people that they want to be part of, not just see it. Marketing is not there just to get seen. It is there to build a reaction to create something. And I think, if people are just trying to aim for something that's kind of realistic, and I get the concept, but yeah, I'm with you on this, mate. I think it is, I like a lot of these things. You take the concept of what it is and then dial that in and think, okay, well, look, what is this really trying to achieve? And I think you're right, mate. I think, that is a good rant. I will put that on my list of things. Well ranted, mate.
Well, I think that was our shortest strategy session, wasn't it?
We'll leave it there.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Or I can just fill it with words. I could do that. But,
no. Let's try and keep it concise. The new concise version, the concise season, we'll call it. Until this bit with this rambly bit at the end. But anyway, right, finishing.